In a world where Lippy and whatever. In a world where Lippy and Vi are running wild, what do? You lock it down, of course. Welcome back to Christo's Cafe. I am throwing together a little lockdown list for your approval, hopefully. I just have been having a hell of a time with the meta right now, getting a little frustrated dealing with Lippy and dealing with Vi and dealing with all those shenanigans that are going on out there, and I frankly have had enough. So the easiest way for me to do that is to just play lockdown. It is my go-to for when the meta starts to frustrate me a little bit, just because it makes opponents think a bit differently. So I put this together, played it on stream last night, had some nice success with it. I need to take a little bit more time, I think, maybe to even refine it further, but it's nothing special. I just kind of put it together quickly, but I like how it's looking. I like how it's playing and how it's feeling. It can get points. Most importantly, it can deny your opponent points. So that's a big part of it as well, is really just trying to get your opponent a little bit off kilter and make them change their game plan. Let's dive into the deck and take a look. You can find me as always Tuesday, Thursday, Sundays playing Gwent on Twitch, twitch.tv/TheOneChristo. What we've got here for you today is Masquerade Ball Lockdown. So Masquerade Ball obviously is in there for the points. We're going to have Usurper because this is a Devotion deck. So he gets to his third and final form, getting some bonuses off the agents, of which there are a few tags in here. He's also an Aristocrat. Keep in mind, only an Aristocrat in his third form, so if you're getting bled and you need to draw Ball in round 2, he is not an option for you. The good news is you have things like Joachim, an Aristocrat, a Spy, boost by 8, the random pull, but you've got Coup, so you can play Joachim twice. So very nice play there to be able to get some additional points. Just be careful being greedy right now. You've got a lot of Irdens and things running around because of the current state of the meta. So just spread them out on the rows, things like that, because you might eat a very unfortunate Irden. We've got Ramon in the deck. His target 99% of the time will be to copy an Impera Enforcer. Plan number 2, you can always grab the Sergeant. I mean, a Magni's a little bit wonky, but I guess you could do it as well. You really want to be using him to give the Enforcers a bit of shields and allow them to survive. I consider this lockdown deck to have kind of a spy package to it, hence the Joachim. We're on for Enforcers. You've got Bravins. The only one we're packing is the Informant. Again, you want to get the spies, you want to get the copies rolling. So that is what we pull with Bravins. Vincent for that extra removal, also an Aristocrat. You've got Coup. Coup now doing 3 damage has completely changed the game because you can actually coup a lot of your opponent's stuff, which is really, really neat. But again, for the most part, you want a Roderick twice, Joachim twice. Those are all both great options. You can hit the Informant another time as well. And that's another just good way of doing it because it'll give you some flexibility. Roderick, for example, being an Aristocrat, you can coup him and use those as your 2 Aristocrat procs for your Masquerade Ball. So it gives you lots of options. We've got Fergus in the deck because Fergus is going to go and give those Enforcers some massive pings. These guys can get pretty nasty. If you make a copy with Ramon, you get a second one on the board. You've got Usurper giving you 2, Fergus giving you 3 each. Keep in mind that that is 2 and 3 each, respectively. Imperial Brigade is just too thin. We have a good amount of soldiers with the Enforcers, the Sergeants, and the 1 Magni we're running. You're going to also have Hunting Pack. We've got a couple locks in the deck. We have got mainly that, so you're really hoping your opponent will go ahead and play some stuff because you're not likely to play a Fangs in round 1, let's say, to get the thinning out, but again, another thinning card. Also, if you get Informant, another spy on the other side, that allows your Hunting Pack to pull as well. You've got your Tourney Joust here. It's the only removal in the deck, but does 4 and also removes the shield. So we've been seeing some Nilfgaard running around. If you got a Hefty Helga problem, this solves it. The occasional Northern Realms deck you see around with the Adept, the Witcher deck. Joust solves that problem as well. So keep those around if you think you're going to be facing something where you need some removal. The Sergeants, great 4 provision card now with the buff they received. So whenever you play a unit with Deploy, boost by 1. So there you have that. 2 Fangs for some extra poison. We've got 1 Magni for another proactive play and 2 Hunters, both Aristocrats, and will lock your opponent's units. There are a lot of options you can tweak and play around with. Obviously, we right now are not playing Yenvo, so that's an option if you want to sneak Yennefer's Invocation in around 9. What you'll probably see is dropping something like Joachim. Once you kick Joachim, you probably want to kick Coup as well, though, so that might slide in at 9. And then at 10, you can look at something like Leo. You can look at something like Ivar. You can even look at taking one of your 5s, making them a 7, and getting a Cupbearer in the deck because we don't run Cupbearer. I've seen a couple decks play Shillard. He's an okay inclusion, but not necessary. And then that's more or less the flexibility you want to be looking at. Like I said, Cupbearer, or the 2 cards that you might want to see changed up at the top. You could also, in theory, if you want more locks, get a Cavalry in. So that's an option as well. There's a few different things you can do here, but I'm pretty satisfied with this list and how it played the other day. So I've been rolling this and I will continue to do so. I will definitely update you guys should I decide to make any changes to this going forward. You can follow me as always. All the links are going to be in the description below for Twitter and Discord and all that kind of stuff. Let me know how you like the deck, what you think of it. We're going to jump into 2 games just to give you a little bit of a feel of how this deck plays out there in the meta. You've locked out in real life, is it not enough? Kane, touche. Well said, sir. Well said. Do I need 2 sergeants? There's a chance one dies, right? There's a chance both of them die, to be entirely honest. This I want to keep for Helga, because we'll see it for sure. Lock's good too. Like, all in all, that feels a bit bad, but feels extra bad if he kills this, because this hand is super weird, Matsu. Super weird. Because, like, Bradman's could actually be good later. NG's always weird. That's also fair. Yeah, Baron, in Montreal, there was a bunch of tickets given out over the weekend on protesters for not wearing masks. Like, this just dies though, right? I have to TA it? Good? Yeah, no argument for me, Sleepy. No argument from me. He has Leo? Perfect, Magni. I didn't want to do that because I figured the sergeant's gonna get boosted anyway. Do I just Brathens and copy that? Brathens and copying that might actually be the better play, because that means I can hunting pack after. I think that's better.
My loyalty is to Imperial coin, not to the face depicted.
Her grace will not be placed.
There we go. Feels good. How deep are we going in this round? It's an excellent question, Matsu. I'm not 1000% sure. Literally my first game with this deck. This just, I feel like this can shut him down pretty quick. We can still thin with our hunting pact. Sad for you, happy for us. I agree, Sleepy. I don't know that I care about this thing all that much. Ooh, Scorpions of Fire. Wander North. What's up, buddy? How you doing? It's like now's when it gets awkward, right? Like, do we... Whatever we drop, if we drop like the Enforcers, they just die. I can coup this and get one of these, but that's also not great. Locking them feels bad because I just played my stupid Magni on the back row.
Such a lovely time at Christmas.
Glonum? I mean, I don't hate the idea except for the fact that I don't have another tactics to play. Well, that's not true. I have Tourney Joust.
Be my favorite time of year.
Super awkward.
You waste my time.
Okay, this is just funny. Is it good? I'm not convinced, but it's funny. My problem is I just haven't played enough games with this deck. So like I don't really know what I want to be doing here. I don't think I want to give him a long round because stuff like this hurts. My poor Magni. He's not touching the sergeant, which makes me feel like he's probably got stuff still to do. I think we can lock one of these. This sergeant is Leo fodder at this point, yes.
Few poachers dare venture into the Von Morlohun's wood.
Oh, Amnesty on Brathens? Maybe. Amnesty on Doggo? Maybe. Like, he's still 8 points. He's still way behind. Because I want to do this. That was my game plan, Matsu, as to why I want to set that up. Just turn all his engines off. He could also have damaged the informant by 1 and got his Magni rolling again. Yeah, what's up, Psychoki? Okay, can he... I mean, Leo gets him his points, right? Yeah, I think it's kind of okay. I think it does mean we have to save Vincent now for his healthy Helga. Ooh, send it over, Psychoki, please. This is just something I literally threw together in 5 minutes today. It is pretty much the same list as last season, plus like the Brathens change. Make him play Leo. If you didn't draw Leo, then we're fine. Hey, look, it's Leo. Oh yes, you sent me this on the weekend. This is literally just the opposite of fun. Just lock everything down, kill everything else. That's pretty good. Take it easy, Echo. Okay, we want Usurper. Do we want to kick? There's the card we wanted. Curse of Corruption with Joachim. Take it easy, Echo. I will see you soon. Like, I guess we drop the Enforcer as our dry pass. I was Tilpro's Enslaved Soldier Ball last night. If you have that, Baron, can you send that over? I'm very curious to play some Enslave. I think it's just got a couple more provisions that makes Nilfgaard feel better. I think. I could be wrong. That might not actually be a thing, but in my head, I feel like other stuff is better. There's a bricked Ramon. Ramon's only good now if we draw really the Enforcer or maybe the Sergeant. I think the Lock is kind of good too. This we'll find soldiers for. Yeah, Ramon's the way to go with Enforcers. That's the game plan. That's why it's there.
My boots got sand on it.
But we just didn't have the Enforcer. Bonero, Gerza. Irden, just taking Irden into everything. With Brigade? Yeah, it's fine with Brigade. Usurper and Fergus is very nice. Oh, because you put everything on the same row. This is actually really interesting. What's the necromancy for, Psychoki? Sorry, focus. What's up, sexy Chewbacca? Yeah, exactly, because one of them's just meh. That's why this was better. The diet caffeine-free Mariah Carey. That's correct, Sleepy. It's so I don't get shut down. I will take caffeine-free Mariah Carey. Sexy, is there a specific card you were referring to? Because I can think of a few that are obnoxious, but... Gaetan's fine. You just really need to pick and choose when you play him. That's the only problem, I find. Because there are certain scenarios where he gets really awkward. Bye, Lippy, the usual suspects. Fair. Yeah, that's the problem with the Defender. He swarms. And a lot of the movement cards I don't love with Defender because the Defender, because the movement cards move, right? You're playing your ball first. Yeah, Defenders for the Sentries. That makes sense. And you could put the Dryads on the same row as well, right? So they're all happy as well. So here's my logic. Where's our Angulem? Dude, I would love to put Angulem in here. I would also love to put a Defender in here, but I don't have that. Oh, dude, Chewbacca, I am so fed up with ladder at this point. I'm kind of thinking I actually just lock his Magni because I don't want to give him very good targets for poison. Block that, poison the Dame. I just want to keep it as low to the ground as possible. Because I want to limit his options. I feel like his hand's probably got quite a few aristocrats in it. There. So, Psychoki, the reason actually I'm really tempted to try this deck is because Ihara Quacks wrecks Lippy, just absolutely destroys Lippy, so that makes me happy. Yeah, Willem's a pain in the ass if you don't get him right, but I haven't looked closely enough at the deck. See, so now the problem lies in the fact that do we just go with our own ball and just know that our Dame probably gets answered?
Let's dance till the sun sings its morning song.
The nicest man ever, Baron. I will take that. I'll take that as the loveliest of compliments. I don't know that anybody's told me that before. I just try and be chill. Honestly, like, you know the guy Cusento? Yes, of course I know Cusento. He lives down the street from me. Well, I mean, a couple hours down the street from me. He's a good dude too. All Canadians. Ooh, a little bit. Oh, you fucked up, buddy. You fucked up. So, if you Fergus these guys, Usurper steals them all. Like, all of them back. Like, every last one of them, including his. So that's going to be a later thing we do. Usurper, if you give them spying with Fergus, they do. So he played that in the wrong order. got Fergus. I think I want to go Joachim first and see if I can pull an Enforcer by some crazy miracle. Because we're probably going to Vincent that. We want to play Fergus later to hit those dudes. Might get a cheeky nap while I wait. Enjoy. We could Vincent the Dame as well. I want to do this.
I shall flog them into submission.
It's not what I was hoping for, but it'll do.
One nightshade.
All good, buddy. All good, Mr. Baron. He has Invo, though? Oh, it's a distinct possibility. Also, how you doing, Sunless? Blocks that, which is fine. I mean, if he's locking this, it makes me feel like he doesn't have Invo.
I wonder what ensnares would have captured this time. Drinking can be hazardous to your health.
Oh my god, NG. I can't think, like, my brain doesn't work well enough to figure out how NG mirrors work exactly. Because my thought process is we Vincent Usurper, because he wanted to get him down to get the extra agent points, but we're going to steal his dudes back, so that's going to be a pretty big swing. So I think we coup right now. Again, we try and aim to snag an Impera, because that would be ideal. Oh, baby. Look at that. Look at that skilled top deck. And let's use that before it dies. Now there's Yenvo. Who called it? Sunless called Yenvo. I guess he knew what we were doing. Figured he'd wait, see what the second option was before he yanked it, but that's still fine. We can go Fergus, I guess, since we're probably still gonna think Ramon on the Usurper.
Give me my son.
Vincent that, and then Usurper to snag what's left. I just feel like he's hovering over the operative, looking at his hand, hovering over the operative. That's not a particularly useful card.
Stress release is necessary for one's health.
I don't think of any reason or any way he can punish us afterwards with this, but I could be wrong. Yeah, okay. That's a fair amount of points.
Wash this blood from my hands.
Yoink, 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 yoink. Yoink!
Oh, what a lovely
The
tea.
lovely tea party. The lovely, lovely tea party. Descents feels bad, man. Come here. Christmas Kitty want to make an appearance? Oh, Christmas Kitty does not want to make an appearance, apparently. All right, that's a brick. Why do we always go first? Christmas Kitty wants to stand on me, apparently. Ramon into Enforcer is kind of good. Say hello to all the nice people. Bite him, I mean Perforus. Whatever. Of course, we get the poison back. She's actually pretty small, Saikoki. That cat hates you so much. Oh, she does. She took off. Not far, actually. But, yeah, she was not enjoying that whatsoever. Yeah, she's actually really small. We got her from a rescue, and we actually thought she was a kitten, but she was just a small adult. And now she goes and plays in my wires. Because why not? Stupid fucking dog.
Lead the lordling dogs until they beg for mercy. Enough fear!
Keep forgetting his. Well, I wouldn't hit the armor anyway, it doesn't matter. Can't do 6, Lippy. You can't do 6. It doesn't get tall either, so ball is kind of like, eh, but. Let's go, Lippy player. I can understand why it was very confusing for him. He didn't know what to do next since he couldn't. Cat, you don't want to sit and say hi to the nice people in chat, but you want to scratch at my pants. Get out of here. Well, that means we don't see more cards later. So that's kind of good. Of course, you drew 2 cards. Cat's gonna cat. That's essentially it. No, you're meowing. What do you want? I already fed you. I fed you because I know you get grumpy. Yes, I know you get grumpy. Right, we're trying this again? Here, walk around on my desk. It's fine. Just don't forfeit my game. Don't knock over my glass of water.
Don't you pester me.
Hold on. Because the cat just goes and knocks the pen off the desk because it's funny. Your cat Christmas tree, she doesn't want to pick you up. She wants to claw her way up to your face. That's correct, Presidente. Actually, we're lucky. Our cat doesn't climb in our Christmas tree. I have friends who will send me pictures of legit, like, just 2 cat eyes in their tree. What do you just do? Okay. Why? Because it's actually a good deck. And yes, Lefty, you're right. It's cliche at this point, but at the same time, it's so fucking annoying.
Discipline. That is what you focus on.
So annoying. My cat chews on the tree. Do you have a real tree or a plastic tree, Mark? I mean, my cat doesn't do it regularly, but yeah, so we have a fake tree as well, and you're just annoying about it. Fuck, wish I had a way to kill this thing. Yeah, ours, like, doesn't chew on it. She just wants to taste it and then, like, nibbles on it for a second and goes, this sucks, I don't want to do this, and then stops. It's very odd. What are we doing here? Like, Roderick pulls... If Roderick can pull Brathens, we're happy. If Roderick can pull Coup, we're happy. Roderick actually is not a terrible play. To hurry our ass up.
What is it you want?
Push on! No mercy!
So gonna run out of time so quickly.
Everyone has their secrets. Everyone.
2, 1, 1 more. If you hit the Shield Maiden Enforcer, I've been so pissed. Scratch their little cheeks on it. Yeah, it's a good scratch and post, Baron. Good point. She loves my girlfriend's yoga mat just because she rolls around on it. I guess the little, like, I guess the yoga mat is ribbed for her pleasure. The cat's, that is. A lot of people get real trees. I don't know, Lefty. That's a good point. I do not. Because I can't be worth the trouble of getting it and keeping it alive and all that shit. Damage a unit by 1. The hunter pings his own shit. It only pulls 1 out, though. A little behind. They're messy. The other thing too is I like having mine up early because, especially this year, we have nothing to look forward to. So I put mine up like the middle of November. and I'll take it down the middle of January, so a real tree won't last 2 months. I feel like I don't want to give up this round. But, like, do we go Enforcer again before we play Fergus? At this point, if I'm gonna play the Fergus, I have to play the Enforcer, right? That was the copy, so we still have one in our deck. Actually feeling kind of okay, I think. We thinned out pretty nicely. Blue Boy is the only annoying thing, probably. Actually, it's not even annoying because no leader. What's up, Huggies? That worked out kind of nicely, actually. Keeping another thing alive during the holiday season is stress I do not need, Lefty. I could not agree more. Who tries to keep their trees alive? Well, that's what I'm implying, Psychoki, that, you know, I want to have it for a longer period of time. I mean, that's what we mostly do with, speaking of people who ate Lippy, it's Huggies in time. Decorating outdoor tree, that's actually a good call, Baron. That's a good call. Tourney Joust might not be terrible here, ironically enough. Because he can't ping his shit. Well, he couldn't copy it either because he didn't draw Ceres. This is good with Fergus. Not right to push him here, is it? He didn't get Ceres out, which makes me kind of wonder if it's not wrong to push him. Yo, what's up, Synergy? How are you, good sir? Lippy is horrible. Then why do you keep running into it on a ladder? It's actually very good. That's the problem, Hugs, with the new expansion and the change to the cards. It's actually good. Just paying bills, that is actually the most lovely of things, Synergy.
Move, or I'll gut you.
We would easily lose our card. I don't know if we'd easily lose our card. He doesn't really have tempo plays. Making Lippy rage quit is definitely the peak of Gwent. Because he... 1, 2, 3. The reason why I was thinking that is even if he gets Ceres out, he can't... That's 8 points. He doesn't get anything else out, right? Joachim good. Vincent good. Hand very good. Locks actually would be kind of okay, I think. Second poison would also be good. No, he doesn't have a lot of tempo because he doesn't have a leader, right? Love a lock. Huggies, you were streaming last night, weren't you? I mean, I don't know if Magni matters. That was weird. The Bear Quartermaster, yeah, that's the one thing that he will actually do some damage with. I think they only play one. I was hoping to draw a lock, Psychoki. That was my hope, but these guys dodged me very, very good, so...
My boots got sand aplenty in them.
Yeah, maybe Magni would have been better. I mean, Nausicaa is going to be good as well. We've got a decent amount of engines. That's still a 6 kill with like Vincent or something if we want. We also have another poison. We got lots of things to do. I think. Okay, Hunter on the ping. Playing a Frost deck. There's nothing wrong with playing a Frost deck. I encourage that. Yeah, he can ping himself with the Hunter too. He still needs to Lippy, then he needs to grab Ceres. Actually, he can play Ceres from hand. He still missed one, creating one in round 1, right? So not as big a deal. Yeah, we definitely don't have enough spies to break his row. I mean, we can always Joachim to try and luck out. 2 out of 3, we get a so much bleed. Stop making me bleed, sir. I mean, if we ping that with Enforcer and steal it, that would be pretty funny. Getting a second dude out with Joachim's probably just better, but... Can that Enforcer survive? That's the real question here. I don't like dropping ball this early because I don't like running into this situation where you're stuck because you can't play aristocrats. Like playing ball, usurper, and like second Joachim as my last cards are kind of fine.
Welcome.
Lorky, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Christo's Cafe. There's John Goodman. I should never sully John Goodman's name like that. He had trash left in his deck, which is fine. Is there a consideration to, yeah, to probably Fergus, right, and kill the hunter so he can't ping himself?
How dare you? I am your sovereign, your emperor.
Because after he plays whatever, we can go and Joachim into a lock, in theory. I mean, based on flake luck, we got a 66% chance we won't hit it, but we've got, there's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. We also do kind of want the other poison, in reality. Gonna kill my poor Magni. That's called a sure thing. Oh, there's that other one.
Go ahead, stare at me stump again, see what happens.
Okay, so now we yoke him into the lock, right? I don't think that really helps him, does it? Give me a lock! Give me a lock!
Beaters, forward! Let the hunt begin.
I'll ping him with the Enforcer, I'll kill it with Coup, and I'll drop him front row, it's fine, Flake. But yes, that's an excellent point. Don't do that. Or we can kill with Vincent as well, we'll figure it out. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Cool story, bro. There's a good chance he has Heat Wave for ball, to be entirely honest. Then we're 50-50 on another poison. Yeah, well, that's why we have this. We have this. We have Coup to get another Joachim.
Let's dance, dance till the sun.
That's why I'm not worried about this, because worst case, we just Coup it.
Your leaves are so unchanging.
To get another one. So I think we're okay.
Christmas tree,
This is just holding a spot right now. That's all. That's all it's doing.
Unchanging, not only green when summer's here, but also when it's cold and
Yeah, I figured the yeet was coming.
Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, your leaves are so unchanging.
Just beat SK, like SK Warriors? Semper! What's up, my man? How are you not following me? I take offense to that. Not actually. Welcome to the cafe, sir.
Oh Christmas tree, much pleasure can you.
He doesn't play anything bigger, right? So I think we're okay doing this.
Christmas tree afforded me the greatest glee. Oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, much pleasure can you give me.
Lockdown destroys ritual and cash. There's a lot of things. Lockdown really hurts cash because
Oh Christmas tree, oh
it's such a
Christmas
mental
tree,
block.
the candles shine so brightly. Oh Christmas
So I think we kill this and lock this just in case, if we can. Otherwise we get another poison, we just kill that.
candles
Right.
shine so brightly. From base to summit, day and night, there's only splendor for the sight. Oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree,
Enough!
your candles
That is
shine
many
so
sticks. Stick
brightly.
on my shield.
Take that, Lippy. Look at that, said Saris. That's correct. I mean, he might have a way to poison his own shit. Yeah, so he'll go get something with Onero. I still think we're okay point-wise, but I could be horribly wrong.
What is it?
A Magni.
Stress relief.
By the way, Lockdown is the devil? Now, Lefty. Just because we're beating Lippy, there's nothing wrong with this.
Oh, what a lovely tea party. Oh, what a lovely tea party.